Vanakkam and Om Namah Shivaya. Welcome to part 3 of the history of the Saiva Siddhanta Kazhagam. Branches of the Saiva Siddhanta Kazhagam. Currently, we have 4 branches within the province. Due to the impasse and changes in the socio-economic and political climate, we have seen the mergers of some of our branches. The most recent came in the year 2022 with the merger of our Burlington and Queensborough branches with our Chatsworth branch. We wish to make mention of our successful previous branches, namely the Bonella and Brookdale branches, which are now under the leadership of the Saiva Siddhanta Tirupani Mandiram, headed by Swami Sankarananda, and our Grove End branch in Phoenix, which is now under the leadership of the Saiva Siddhanta Sabha, headed by Swami Sinmayananda. We salute these branches for keeping the flame of Saivism burning over the years. The Maybank branch of the Kazhagam serves as the official headquarters. This branch was opened in 1973 as mentioned earlier by Swami Sinmayananda. Over the years, the branch has moved premises from many schools before finally purchasing a plot of land and constructing a prayer hall, which was completed in 2010 under the leadership of Swami Premananda. The branch has grown tremendously over the years with Swami Sadananda's generous assistance. Currently, many renovation projects are underway to improve our headquarters, with the most recent being our Murti project, which will serve as a home for our Saiva saints and philosophers. The Newlands branch of the Kazhagam was formed 34 years ago in 1989 by Swami Rajananda and Swami Premananda in the home of Swami Rajananda in Sunny Hill. As the size of the congregation increased, a bigger facility was needed and the branch then moved to the Hillgrove Primary School. The branch still grew rapidly and this then prompted the need to build a Sivan temple in Newlands. Plans were then presented and passed in 1997. The branch engaged in numerous fundraising drives and also opened a Veda stall to generate income. This then led to the purchasing of 2 plots of land which are located at 126 and 128 Hillgrove Drive. Excavation began in 1997 and in 1998 the first block was laid. As time went on the 17th of June 1999, the hall was completed, including the installation of the aluminium windows, doors, plumbing and electrical work. The official opening of the hall took place between the 10th and 12th of March in the year 2000. We thank all devotees who toiled to make the vision of our leadership a great success. Services were now held in the dining hall of the Newlands branch for many years under the leadership of Swami Rajananda. On the 18th of June 2013, a generous sponsor, Pragasan Nagapan, assisted the Kazhagam with a donation of 5 million rand towards the completion of our temple. This is a project which he personally supervised. During this time, the branch then moved temporarily to the Vishnu temple in Loop West Drive to observe their Sunday morning services. Upon completion, the keys were handed to Swami Rajananda on the 27th of August 2015. We lovingly thank the Nagapan family for their generosity and assistance in the completion of our beautiful temple. The Newlands branch was then officially opened in the month of September 2015 and is now a permanent place of prayer for many devotees in the area. The Chatsworth branch of the Kazhagam was opened by Swami Sinmayananda in the 1980s. Swami Premananda vividly recalls catching the inner circle bus with his guru and travelling to Chatsworth to engage in their missionary work. Over the years, under the leadership of Swami Karuneyananda and Swami Vivekananda, the branch grew and required a larger premises. Service was then moved to the Vitterclip School in Unit 5. After some time and many fundraising initiatives, the South African Hindu Mahasabha donated a plot of land to the Kazhagam to build a temple. This land is located at 23 Danveria Crescent, and a beautiful temple was constructed and completed in the year 2003. The branch grew rapidly and served its community well. Regular community projects were spearheaded by the youth and carried out to empower these young adults with leadership and collaborative skills. In 2017, a youth center was constructed at the back of the temple by Swami Karuneyananda and community members. It was the aim and ambition to have a safe haven for youth to engage in spiritual and educational welfare. We are indeed grateful to them for their efforts towards this project. Through tremendous odds, the branch still stands tall to this very day. It stands as a testament that unwavering faith in Sivaperuman as the master planner will never go in vain. We are mere instruments carrying out his sacred work. We wish the branch well, and may they continue to aspire to higher glories. The Queensborough branch was opened in July 2000 at the home of Tweeda and Vicky Govender in Malvern. Services were conducted on a rotational basis by Swami K, Swami Vivek and Swami Isayananda. After some time, a bigger venue was needed, and this prompted the move to the West Park School. Services were conducted by Amma Sandra and Amma Shirley. Both of them served the organization with utmost pride and diligence. The branch ran exceptionally well for many years with great transparency and independence. Unfortunately, due to the global pandemic, the branch was amalgamated with our Chatsworth branch in 2021. The Burlington branch of the Kazhagam was opened on the 6th of June 2010. The branch operated in a community temple in Shallcross. This branch was overseen by Appa Sean and Amma Prissy, who served as spiritual aspirants in the organization. We thank them for their efforts in the promotion of Saivism in the Shallcross area. Due to the pandemic, this branch was also amalgamated with the Chatsworth branch in 2021. The Greytown branch of the Kazhagam was opened by Sri Swami Sinmayananda in 1984 at the Sri Vishnu Mandir. Swami Sinmayananda named this branch the Saiva Siddhanta Sabha of Greytown due to the various religious and linguistic groups of the area. After some time and the increase in devoteship, the branch moved to the Greytown Primary School. An application for land was made in 1986 with the blessings of Sri Swami Sinmayananda. Commencement of the building began in 1991, and through numerous fundraising drives, income was generated to build a beautiful temple. The temple was officially completed and opened in 2011. We thank our two Swamis, namely Swami Yogananda and Swami Anandananda, for their efforts, along with a dedicated band of devotees who strive to propagate Saivism in the area of Greytown. May Siva bless them abundantly. Milestones and achievements. In 2015, the Saiva Siddhanta Kazhagam shook the Saivite world when we decided to consecrate 2 Sivalingams in the organization. This prayer was conducted by 4 Swamis from Perur Adinam. The Kazhagam is the only organization in South Africa to have done a complete Kumbha Abhishekam, Thiru Nannirattavira, completely in Tamil. The Sivalingam, present at our Newlands branch, is the largest Tamil consecrated Sivalingam in Africa and weighs over 1.5 tons. This consecration ceremony took over 2 months to complete successfully. We are proud to have 2 consecrated Sivalingams within the Kazhagam. The very same procedure was carried out in our Greytown branch, and they also had a successful consecration ceremony. Public Siva Pusai. A great milestone that we have achieved is hosting our public Siva Pusais. The Kazhagam is the only Saiva organization in the country to observe this public prayer on such a grand scale. The first public Siva Pusai was held at our Newlands branch on the 10th of February 2019. Hundreds of devotees assembled at the temple to witness this great prayer officiated by Guru Tyagarajan Govinda. The Kazhagam observes 2 mass civil poses every year in our Newlands and Greytown branches. Guru poses are an integral component in Saiva worship as we venerate and express our gratitude to our Gurus. The Kazhagam is the only organization in South Africa to observe Guru poses for our Guru Swamigal and Nalvad in the correct stipulated time in accordance to our scripture and Panjanam. During the pandemic, we were forced to adapt and change to the various standards placed by our government. Our first live stream was carried out on the 26th of April 2020 by Santalinga Adigal in his home at Reservoir Hills. Our first Sunday service video achieved over 5,000 views both locally and internationally. To date, we have the largest online following, which has also amassed over 5,000 followers. Our live stream is managed by our dedicated youth. We thank them for their sterling efforts in ensuring the propagation of our sacred work in the country and abroad. In 2020, the Kazhagam became the first organization to launch an authentic compilation of our Saiva Tirumurai. This was titled Selections of the 12 Tirumurai and was executed through the efforts of our Guru Tyagarajan Govinda. In addition, we launched the revised 5th edition of the Subramaniam with songs that were never published in history. We thank our Guru Tyagarajan Govinda for his efforts in assisting us with the publications of both these books. In 2022, we embarked on our Murti project. Once completed, we will install 83 Murtis in total. This will be the only complete set of our Saiva saints and philosophers in the southern hemisphere. In addition, we will be installing a consecrated Sivalingam and Nandi. Once again, we thank our Guru Tyagarajan Govinda for donating these Murtis to the Kazhagam and allowing us the opportunity to give our saints and Gurus a home. The Kazhagam has launched 3 series to date. All serve to propagate the literary works of our Guru Swamigal. These series form part of the Amirdam series. The first CD was launched on the 1st of January 1995 entitled Divine Hymns with vocals by Swami Premananda and Savani Mudli. Our second CD, titled Amridam 1, was launched on the 7th of March 2013 with vocals by Swami Premananda and Savani Mudli. Our third CD was a recording of our Sunday service recorded by Swami Premananda in conjunction with the youth of the Kazhagam. This CD was launched on the 2nd of May 2021 on the Guru Pose of Guru Swamigal. The Regeneration Youth Movement was launched on the 21st of July 2020. The youth are involved in regular monthly feeding schemes, community upliftment and outreach programs. We thank all sponsors for their loving donations towards our causes. The financial success of the Kazhagam and all our spiritual initiatives are greatly attributed to our Veda stall. The Kazhagam works hard for its money, where we sell savouries on a weekly basis at the Meerbank Shopping Centre. The stall started over 35 years ago and is still successfully running to date. The stall has enabled us to build our beautiful temples and assist with our ongoing Murti project, along with meeting the recurring expenses of all our branches. The Veda stall started in November 1989. The idea was born at a sports gala in Chalcross, where a food stall was in operation. Swami Sankarananda, Swami Rani Rasamani, and the late Swami Jagadambal, as well as the late Appa Salvan and Amma Prisla Padiachi, were among the pioneers of this project. A decision was then taken that the Kazhagam should start a similar business to generate income for the organization. The Kazhagam started off by selling quarter broad beans bunnies at 1 rand each. Over time, Veda and Bhaja were then part of the items on sale. The late Abbasalvam Padiachi offered his home at 79 Jagannath Road in Meerbank as the start of this business. The business started on a small scale with only sourcing and purchasing 2 kilograms of dal, bhaja flour and greens. The first sales occurred in front of checkout at the Meerbank shopping centre, with frying being done in a minibus. To our astonishment, a large queue formed within 20 minutes and all our savouries were sold out. In 1990, Swami Premananda's Kombi was used as a mobile service which started in the early hours around 5 a.m. to fry and sell our savouries, thereafter proceeding to the Meerbank shopping centre as they resumed business. The business has expanded drastically with a variety of savoury products being sold. We wish to thank all those kind devotees who contribute on a regular basis to ensure that this venture is a success, as this helps to maintain our organization with our fundraising drives, which promotes our propagation and promotion of Saivism. Where to from here? The question we all ask is, what does the future have in store for us? The answer is simple: we do not know. What we do know, however, is that the Kazhagam will continue to strive for spiritual excellence in all that we do by putting Siva first. May we grow in our love for Siva, which will always remain the driving force behind our success in the future. Varga, Saivisitanda Kazhagam, Varga.